Hayter continuing to get a push. And so Riho returns and Hayter, they have a rematch. And I think that we're looking at, which we've said for a while, the next champ. I mean, whatever happens with the interim title and all that, it is what it is, and whatever is going to happen over the next few weeks or months with this title. But
it's
I
a
think
long-term
really
play.
Push, they got to push Hayter to the moon. I think if you really want to give this division depth, this is where you go. If for some reason she comes up short with against Toni Storm again, if she has a one-on-one match, then I think she's got to dethrone Jade. If Nyla doesn't, which we talked about, I predicted earlier, was those 3 matches at Full Gear: Nyla, Jade, Hayter, Toni, DMD, Saraya.
That's what they need to build towards. Yeah. I think that you said it perfectly. I think that is a clear path to a huge pay-per-view for the women's division. If they get 3 big matches like that on the pay-per-view, and the crowd will be eating up the potential of Hayter winning that match. It'll be interesting because it'll put Toni Storm in a weird spot, right? Because I do think that like Toni's title reign, she did have a little taste of what it was like with Shida, because Shida is very popular with the fans. It was interesting to see Toni be able to navigate that. And let's be honest, Toni was also able to navigate her little interaction with the DMD, who is, although a heel, very popular with the fans. So, Toni has shown an ability to just be herself, not really a babyface or a heel, just be herself. And in that regard, she would be a very interesting case study for a Jamie Hayter title push, right? Like, let the fans move this heel, Jamie Hayter, to babyface status, similar to what we saw with Wardlow and MJF, right? Like, you get to see this heel in Wardlow get that natural crowd surgence and reaction to becoming a champion and being a babyface. And I think that Hayter's trajectory, there's the parallels between those 2 stories is fantastic.
You're right.
And I think that it doesn't just end with the story either, SPD. I think that Hayter wrestles a lot like Wardlow. She's a bully in the ring, bro. I mean, she is a powerhouse. This was, again, when we opened the show and I said this show didn't miss, there were this is a match where I could say like this match was one of my favorite matches of the night. Well, I liked every match. I'll be honest with you. What I liked most about this was, one, both of these 2 came in as believable winners, right? Hayter, as you explained really well, is very hot to a point where people are saying Toni needs to strike now and not be patient. People are begging him to give her the title. I think that you pump the brakes, and you and I saw the natural build of Wardlow. I think that Toni is doing the same thing.
Such a long, good build, worth it all.
I think he's doing the same thing with her. But you see, like, okay, Hayter she's hot. She needs a win. Riho came back, fresh back on the scene. She's not going to lose, right? She's a former champion. So both of these teams, like if you were a big Riho fan or you're a big Hayter fan, you were going in saying like, we're going to win this one.
Right.
And they were presented as equals, but more than anything, and I know you love this too, Riho's body type and her style in the ring, her ability to look like her back is being broken in half at times. Her just how flexible she is worked so well with the bully Jamie Hayter. And it made Hayter look like $1 million in this match. I know that you particularly, you and I talked about that, just like Hayter being able to be presented, because so much of her run, this run has been her in Britt's shadow. She was not in Britt's shadow in this match, man. She was dominating, like at times. It's just brutal, beating the crap out of Riho. It was fantastic.
It was, and we got more of those seeds at the end of the match, which is you want more depth of the women's division with Saraya, with Tony Storm, all that's going to happen. We're going to get this sit down interview with DMD and Saraya. And I mean, to me, that's it. If you announce that match and you have MJF and Moxley and Saraya versus DMD already announced for Full Gear, I mean,